Hey guys, Dr. Deuce back again with some more great music production tips for you. Now in today's video, I'm going to give you some advice on how you can save or preserve those important monitors of yours. Maybe you spent $700, $800, $1,000 on those special KRKs, Genelecs, Yamahas, or whatever you've got in your studio. It's important that you watch this because the tips I'm going to show you right here could really help you in the long run. Okay, so let's get into it. So the majority of you guys who have monitors in your studio are most likely to have active monitors. Now, active monitors are the ones that have the amplifier built into each monitor or each speaker. Now, that's a modern way of doing things. Back in my day when we were coming through, the speakers were separate to the amp and you had to get your amp and speakers to match. But now it's all done for you and these active systems run really well. However, what I've seen a lot recently is a situation where you haven't got a mixer in your studio and you connect your audio interface directly to your monitors. Now, there's nothing at all wrong with that. That's great. Now, if your audio interface doesn't have separate headphone and master audio output controls, what you'll find is if you're recording in the same room as your setup, a lot of guys are just simply switching off the monitors from the main switch at the back of the monitor when they want to record, and then hitting those switches again after each take to listen back to what's been recorded. Now, this is all well and good if you're doing it maybe once or twice a day. Now, those switches aren't designed to be switched on and off constantly throughout a session, and your amp and speakers certainly don't benefit from that constant switching on and off. You could end up either wearing out the switches or worse still, damaging the amps or the speakers. Now, there is a solution to this and it will cost you a few dollars, but in the long run, I promise you it will be worth it. The last thing you want is to blow your amp or your speakers that cost you several $100s when you can spend about $40 or so on a separate little mixer, something like this. Now, all you need to do, instead of connecting your output cables from your audio interface directly into the monitors, you connect these cables to the little mixer, and now you have an independent volume control to adjust. Now, when you want to mute the sound coming out of the speakers, all you do is reduce the fader level, and that way the speakers are muted and you're not going to get any feedback through your mic. And when you want to listen back to your recordings, you just raise the fader levels back up and you're back in business. Another benefit of having a little mixer is that you get an additional headphone out that you can use maybe as a producer or recording engineer, whilst the performer is using the headphone output from the audio interface. That's of course if you're short of outputs. Of course, it saves you as well having to get up each few minutes to reach around the back of your speakers to switch them off and then switch them back on throughout all of your recording sessions. Now, all you need to do is move a couple of faders which sit right in front of you, and that will solve that problem. Now, I really do hope this makes sense to you. Now, if you have any questions, you're not quite sure about what I'm talking about, drop me a line, ask me the questions, use the comments section. And of course, if you do find the video useful, do remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And remember, just like the rest of the MTTC squad, switch on your notifications so I can keep you updated on when the next video drops. As always, keep on making that great music. I'll be back real soon. I'm Dr. Deuce. Peace.